Greetings and welcome to Let's Play World of Horror. Yeah, I kind of realized that, hey, I was doing Let's Plays. Maybe I should do some. I'm not promising that I'm like back or so, that I'm like regularly uploading. Maybe I upload 2 times per week, something like that. Gilvan started doing this and she's been quite happy with that. I mean, it's better than nothing, eh? So here we go. Let's play a little bit of World of Horror. I've been playing this on my stream for quite a while. If I remember, I will put my streaming channel in the description, so you guys can check that out. Streaming archive and the streaming channels also. It's always in the description. A lot of people don't realize it. It's quite funny that people after like 5 years or so that I've been streaming now have been like, what? What? You've been streaming? What? Anyways, World of Horror is a roguelite, I don't care how you call it. It's a game that you play over and over and over and over and over again, and you get better at it, and it's randomized, and you can die every one, you can succeed in every one, and blah blah blah. It's a horror game. Who would have thought? And I just love the graphics. The pixel art is so good. Oh, the pixel art is so good. I love it. Especially since it's so low bit. I think it's not 1 bit because it has multiple, more than 2 colors, but I think it's 2 bit. So 4 colors at all times. Anyways, let's create a new story. What's new? Occult capital of Japan. Yeah, that's still old. We can change the color if you want to. We can have a 1 bit. We can have 2 bit. 1 bit. 2 bit. Let's do 2 bit. Yeah, let's not get in pink. That's a little bit... Oh, that's bright. I kind of like some darkish... Yeah, something like that is good. Something like that is good. Continue. Okay, this option start a new playthrough. Random select a character... No. Start a standard skeptic playthrough? No. Let's make a customizable playthrough. Timeline, the normal. I think I had a bug last time. The gist of the game is that you have to solve 5 mysteries and then start the end game. And I had only 4 mysteries, but then I could start the end game. It was a little bit weird. Let's customize the playthrough. We have... Who's this? Oh, the priest. Didn't know that I unlocked him. The Wyatt. I usually play as the swimming team captain, Aiko Takahashi. I am going to pronounce these words wrong. just to let everyone know, I am going to pronounce things wrong. I call Julian Assange. So please bear with me. I usually play as her since she has a lot of dexterity, and dexterity in my opinion is the best combat stat that you can have. We can have a hunted by the cult. You've managed to run from them once, but the cult is tireless. Solving mysteries reduces more doom, but you get more unique combat encounters. What is this? Ill-fated. You were born on a bad moon. All event skill checks automatically fail. Wow. That's bad. Your family was cursed. Everyone around you will die. You start a playthrough with more funds but can't have any allies. Yeah, I think that's okay. I can deal with that. Let's carry on. Classic mode. All gods are awakening. Your only chance of survival is solving 5 different mysteries. End of the world is at hand. Or scenario mode. Short adventure set during the events of classic mode. Coming soon. Okay. And we have endless mode. It's hopeless. You can't stop the old gods. In this mode, there are no mysteries to solve. Earn points by surviving an endless stream of encounters. Let's do the classic mode. Somewhere, a group of people gathers, trying to awaken their master. Select the old god and click again to confirm your choice. Okay, we have Yuktorkek, the irresistible gaze. Bam. The nuclear tests in the Pacific region have awakened something evil in the depths of Mariana Trench. Yigorthek is now slowly emerging, ready to once again rule the coastlines. Follow the commands or suffer its wrath. The terrible spider god Chkak Atorazu is once again awakening from its slumber. Blinded by its impossible to satisfy hunger, it has started to tear down the wall of its cocoon prison. You can't run from combat. Ithotu, the devouring fire, this supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently discovered and is currently waiting in the Museum of Blank for its long-awaited premiere. Entropy, both your damage and your enemies is increased. Yulaset, the towering eye, the mad god favors astronomers and magicians, granting them its gift of power that unknowingly brings Athiolas's bloated body closer and closer to Earth. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. And Goizo, the thing forsaken by God. Banished to the other dimension a long time ago, Goizo has found a way to use mirrors to ensnare and teleport its prey straight through the glass. And the glimpses behind your reflections are just the beginning of a real nightmare. Resting increases doom penalty. I think I haven't beaten Yuktor set yet, so let's play against him. Irresistible gaze. The nuclear test, all goods will follow the command to suffer its wrath. Backstory, the Seventh Curse. Character exclusive perk cards only. Okay. So, the Seventh Curse. Your family was cursed. Everyone around you will die. You start the playthrough with more funds. This is this. But you can't have any allies. I can deal with that. So we can do the city a little bit. Like I have unlocked a few things. There are some achievements. I should have shown them. Doesn't matter. I usually remove the police station because we definitely don't need that, and I think I go with the occult shop. It's usually good. Yeah, we can open up the illegal den if we want to, since I unlocked this. I don't know if you can even fill this up yet. Confirm or continue. So this is our character. We have 7 strengths, 8 dexterity, 7 personality, 5 knowledge, 6 charisma, and 8 funds. And there's a hidden stat, luck, which I think for every character is 5. I could be wrong, doesn't matter. It's a hidden stat. You get events in this. Ooh, I can make this dance. Anyways. You can make, you have events in this game, and each event corresponds to one of your stats. And it rolls a dice of 1 to 12, and if the rolled number is higher than the associated stat, you lose, and something bad happens. If you win the dice roll, then something bad can happen, or something neutral, or something good. This game doesn't really like you. We have 17 stamina and 17 reasoning. Both of these are our hit points. During combat encounters and certain events, you usually use stamina. Some combat encounters can also go for your reasoning. Usually when you find corpses, you lose reasoning, or when something strange happens during an event, you lose reasoning, and when you get hurt physically, you lose stamina. You can regenerate these slowly, but it's better to just not lose them. This up here is our doom meter. Once this reaches 100, the game is over. This is a time limit. every action you do that causes an event, let's say it this way, increases your doom meter. You check your inventory, nothing happens. You go to a location, doom meter increases. There are monsters that can increase the doom meter with every attack. There are of course events that increase and decrease the doom meter. And solving a mystery usually decreases the doom meter. Like I said, if this reaches 100, done. The Lighthouse is the end game. The ominous Lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember, yeah. You can't enter it because all the locks are locked. You have to solve mysteries in order to open this. Is there anything else? These are cigarettes, these are mainly for a certain character. These are bullets. I usually don't use bullets. This is our inventory. Our items. No, this is our inventory. So let's see something else. This is our inventory, this is our equipped items. We have the rituals active, these are our spells. I usually don't use spells because they cost you reasoning to cast. And they don't seem to be too balanced. Like, they are very weak. That's why I don't use them. Status, in case you get any injuries, permanent injuries. Allies, well, we won't have any because they will all die. The town status, after every mystery, the town changes. And something random happens, like rioters are in the street. Or the connection to the outside world is cut off, and then you get a little bit more. You increase your doom meter when you go outside the city. You do something like that. That's me. Time passed. That doesn't matter. Speed. Deceit. If you want to play the same game as I do at the moment, Dixon. We can't level up yet. Utora, that irresistible gaze. Yeah. And yeah. Okay. Let's go to my home. You check your mailbox. It's empty. You're not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you to the right direction. Yeah. We can check drawer. Oh, library notes. That's good. We can use them to gain a random spell, but we lose 2 reasons. Or we can just sell them for 1 fund. Wonderful. Nothing happens with the light switch. I think you can get some items sometimes that you can charge here and so on. I don't know. Let's go change our clothes. Up here, another fund. Wonderful. Here we can change clothing. That is just for shits and giggles. Like it changes the character portrait down here. Let's go with the schoolgirl outfit, of course, because I am a perverted creep who likes women with sunglasses glasses. Anyways, down here we can watch TV. We are shocked after what she did. Her voice was always so calm. Yeah, that's sometimes it hints at events, and there's an achievement here. You can also call stuff, but I never really bothered with that. Let's take a bath. The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature should you set it on? Okay. If you enter the bath, as you can see, we got 1 stamina and 1 reasoning. We can increase our reason even more with cold water. We can increase our stamina even more with cold water. Or we just use warm water and get a small XP boost, which I usually do. If you have an empty bottle, we can fill it with water, which heals us if you use it. So let's go for the XP boost. 5 XP, nothing to see on. Once you reach 100 experience points, you gain a level, and then you can check a skill, something like that. We can access our storage here, in case we have more items than we can carry, we can put them in the storage. The storage can be accessible from everywhere, except events, of course. And I think in some mysteries. We can take a peek through the peephole. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. That doesn't do anything, it's just creepy. Oh, I like that one. Someone is standing in the shadow, watching your door. Okay. Okay, let's start a new mystery. inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there's something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware. Your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Okay, so this time we actually have 5 mysteries, that's something. We have the sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. I haven't gotten one ending there yet, I have to check how to get that. The far out fable of a fear festival. I should have gotten a different ending there once, but I think it was either bugged or I did something wrong. I don't know. The third ending is a little bit hard to get. Alarming account of abnormal arms. Oh! There's a second ending now, I didn't know that. That wasn't there before. Vicious verses of a violent vigil. And chilling chronicle of a crimson cape. Okay. The alarming account of abnormal arms is a simple thing that's quite good to start with, get going. Yeah. Alarming account of abnormal arms. I remember when it started. The woman next door was strangled to death in her bed, with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. Investigate this mystery. The door to her apartment was closed and she lived alone. What other ways in are there? Maybe you can get the apartment plan to compare with other flats. Okay, so this is the god that we are fighting at the moment. He tells me don't investigate the school, seaside or apartments. Well, and we have to investigate the hospital anyway, so that's okay. This is where you proceed with the story. If you do this, you, well, get further in the mystery. Even if you fail whatever you're doing there. So if you investigate the hospital, something will happen. And then we either succeed the skill check, and usually something good happens, or we fail the skill check and something bad happens. But we are still always getting further with the mystery. One thing I like to do at the moment, though, is getting a weapon. Let's go to the hardware store and hope we get something good. Pocket knife. No. Can of acid. Shovel. Actually, not buy anything. Let's check the normal shop, though. Shop for items. 4 cigarettes, a map, a camera. Camera is not bad, especially for... Since we are low on knowledge anyways, we can equip the camera. And now we have the camera equipped. Some events have options that when you have a certain item, you can use it for this. A steak knife, wonderful. Sharp, one-handed, dexterity, that's what I wanted. So now we have a weapon equipped. As you can see, we already at R12 Doom. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, let's investigate. Let's investigate downtown. No, wait, let's investigate the hospital, sorry. While you walk through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Okay, so we have only one option here. Realize what's happening. Okay, perception check success. They stole your wallet. You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing in the crowd. Okay, yeah. They rolled a 3. They had no modifiers, and we have 7 perception, so they rolled lower than our perception. We succeeded, and nothing happened. We got 5 experience points. Don't blink or suffer its wrath. Okay. Oh, I'm an idiot. That's for the extra option. What is extra? We have to explore this here. Sorry. We have to investigate downtown. That's where it tells me to. Okay, let's investigate downtown. Why not? Investigating restaurant. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous, before he enters the house. He turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Okay, so we don't have the quick thinking perk, that's why we can't select this. In the beginning... of the game, you of course don't know which option refers to which skill point. Later on, when you play this game, of course, you know, okay, if I follow the weird man, I think it's a perception check or something, and so on and so forth. Do nothing is usually no check, it's just something negative. Call the police can have positive or negative. Let's follow the man. Oh, perception check failure in photo 12. The door is locked, but you think you can repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. Nothing happens. Plus 2% do. Okay? The apartment's on the 3rd floor. There's no way somebody used the window to escape the murder scene. Okay? Don't investigate schools, seaside, or apartments. Okay, we are not allowed to suffer. If we suffer his worse, it's just our doom counter goes up. Let's go to the hospital again to do the optional quest. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Something that confused me at the beginning when I played this game. These events have nothing to do with the main mystery. You kind of have to wrap your head around this. Like, you are doing this investigation thing. This is where you go to the circled areas. And what happens at these circled areas also has nothing to do with the mystery. Took me a little bit to realize this. Maybe I'm a little bit idiot or something. I don't know. Let's sneak past there. We have enough dexterity. Success. Okay, if it's 8 from 8, it also succeeded. You've managed to sneak past her and rummage through the cabinet. Finally, you locate information you were looking for. Anatomical Museum Archive displays a specimen with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Oh, great. Okay, we are allowed to investigate here. Let's investigate. Mr. Blank, your neighbor, is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. Yeah, let him come up with his own stuff. It was all a dream. You are a genius, he shouts, grabbing a pencil. Excuse me now, I've got a bestseller to write. You roll your eyes and prepare to leave. Yeah, we can exchange some funds here, some experience for funds, I think. And the other option, you don't want to choose the other option. Trust me. You notice the odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for anyone to crawl through though. Well, we're not allowed to investigate the apartments, but we have to, kinda. You thought that it's getting furious, plus 2% doom. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Yeah, let's read them. Luck check failure, so we have 6 luck, okay? Staying up late investigating the current case has really increased your electricity bill. Okay. We solved this event. You should interview the neighbors. Maybe you will discover something the police missed. Okay. Investigating fire escape. Excuse me. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? Well, let's listen to the man. You learn some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth, humanity is doomed. Okay, so we moved some of doom, but we also lost some reason. We have still a 14 reason, which is fine. Ooh, hello. Our neighbor is complaining about her underwear missing. Okay. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. Location sweat level increases. Yeah, okay, that's something I haven't explained yet. This here is the sweat level. As you can see, it's low, but we still have a -1 modifier to all skill checks. The higher the sweat level is, the higher the chance of getting into combat. Stamina reason penalties increased. Yeah, okay. And when it's full, I think there's a higher chance for combat or something. Don't blink or suffer at stress. I think blinking means that if you tap out of the game. But I'm playing in full screen, so I can't blink. I'm playing in windowed mode. Second neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Okay. Not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip but grab the railing in the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror. It is slowly standing up. Twisted Corpse. Okay, Twisted Corpse is a ghost type. And we can't do offensive actions against an incorporeal enemy. So I can't show you really the combat. You can do some prayer stuff. Bow clap. Bow and claps. So I think if you do a sequence of 5 things, it's like Mastermind. So you have 5 things and it tells you 3 are correct, 2 are wrong, and 1 is in the wrong place or something like that. And if you get the correct combination, you immediately banish this. And for this one, the combination is always the same. But I really hate this minigame. So we can... we can attack it twice. I can't move my mouse at the moment. You see on the left here, time needed 100. We have 200 time units. That means we can sever it twice. We always hit and it deals 3 damage. So in 3 rounds we would kill him. 3 rounds though would mean we lose a lot of reasoning. We can decrease the chance for the enemy hitting us and sever ties. So we can like hope he doesn't hit us. This step defines a character for the attack the enemy. The higher the power. I don't know if you can see how high the enemy's chance to hit you is. But I think the best way is to just run away. It increases the doom encounter, but running away from corpses is usually the best option. Running away from ghosts, because they are really hard to fight. Let's check the building plan to find out if there's a place where all the vents connect. Let's do this. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice cold water is a good idea. Let's take a cold bath. Strength check failure. Your body clearly wasn't prepared for cold baths, and you can feel a cold coming up. -2 stamina. Oh, that's wonderful. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? We only can investigate the boiler room now. You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. It's a long, rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. And sometimes on these things, boobies. Sometimes on these things you can click on stuff, but not here. Check the vent. Oh! You almost fall to the ground when you see the wide open stare of the dead pervert. His elongated limbs stretching and disappearing in the vent's darkness. Inside his mouth you find a tiny key. So this tiny key is something we got because we investigated the hospital twice. So, yay, I guess. I love the pixel art! So good! Continue. After the police have arrived, the whole building was searched. Following the arms, the detective found the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he's identified as the building caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeur photos of the tenants. Your questions were only and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Alarming account of abnormal arms ending A. I have no idea. I didn't even know they have a ending B. Maybe if you don't investigate the hospital. Knowledge is key, plus 30 experience. That's what we did for through our investigation, plus 15 experience. There's still hope, minus 3 doom. Tireless, we get 1 stamina and 1 reasoning because we didn't rest. And time passes 1 day, that doesn't matter. The old god steers. Click here to reveal its effect. The air feels heavy, making it hard to breathe. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air, making it hard to breathe. Your rest action is less effective. Okay, that's okay, we don't really has. Inside your mailbox you find a small key. What is it doing in there? Take the key. Okay, so that's one of the keys we got for solving a mystery. I think I will do these videos like one is one video. I don't have to explain the next time, I hope. Also open the curtain. Let's take a bath, increase our reasoning. The Stucker hit. Nothing outside. Okay. Moonlight Sailors. Let's do the vicious versus of a violent vigil. You received an official looking letter. What does a law firm from Tokyo want from you? We regret to inform you of the passing of our client and your grand uncle. His funeral will be preceded by an overnight vigil as per the client's request. There's an address in the list of people expected to arrive. You don't recognize any of these names. Intrigued, you decide to check it out yourself. What's the worst thing that could happen? Following the directions from the letter, you slowly fight your way through the overgrown forest path. The old mansion looks like it was torn down and rebuilt many times, but where is everybody? To explore the mansion. Okay, so there are some special mysteries where you are not in the normal city, but you're in a special location, like here, for example. Let's explore the mansion. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night she broke into a local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final gruesome artwork. But that's just a legend, right? Let's check out the sewing machine. Woo! Hi! On the sewing machine you spot a strange engraving. When you get closer to investigate, your mind is flooded with forbidden knowledge. You leave the room quickly. So we got a spell. Expel evil. Ugh. Ah, so for the cost of 2 stamina we can remove 6 doom. Yeah, we will cast a spell. Let's bath in front of this guy here. Here, have fun. It takes you some time, but finally you manage to find someone. Is it another guest? You should ask them what's going on in here. 4 actions in the right allow you to investigate the location and interact with it. Okay. 8 hours until dawn. Who's that? Oh, he looks nice. A muscular man is eyeing you as you take a step towards him. You can't help but notice a deep scar going across his cheek. Old man's body is in the master bedroom. Go there if you want. Okay. You cough off blood and something else. You are here, okay. Let's explore the mansion a little bit more. The investigation take a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Plus 5% doom. Okay. Thanks. Pressing a handkerchief to your nose, you enter the dark room. There's no way they allowed your grand uncle to just lie here. What was the correct bow and clap order? Maybe other guests will know. Ah. As you return to the corridor, you notice another family member has arrived. You notice all guests are studying small cards. You should ask them about it. Who's that? The muscular man is eyeing this pamphlet? Take mine. I don't plan on following it anyway. A pair standing next to a window. The man is muttering something to himself while his wife is observing you with her unnaturally bulgy eyes. This reminds me of one of my books. Okay. We would like to thank you on behalf of our client for participating in this vigil on such short notice. He was a spiritual person and left instructions we are asking you to follow closely. Start of the vigil, Pray over the body. Bow, bow, clap, clap. Okay. Master bedroom. Bow, bow, clap, clap. You think you got the order right. Inspect his foot. I copied the symbol in my pamphlet. Okay. You are here. Let's go back to the corridor. Explore the dimension a little bit more. You enter the art class room. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes as eerily realistic. How about we check out the masks? One mask looks similar to sign you one sign on a cool book. You gotta take it with you. Okay, so this is like an event, you always get this item here. Faster spiritual actions, that's not bad. Let's equip it. Ah, we have to remove our camera. No. Let's sell the mask. It doesn't make sense that you are in the middle of a vigil at the middle of the night, but you can still sell items. Shut up, it's part of the game. Check out the supper. All family members are cautiously eyeing the smelly dishes placed on a table in the corner of the room. The guests seem strangely uninterested in this vigil. So tomorrow nervously scratches his scar. Strength check passed. The smell is nauseating, but you put some meat on your plate. A long pig steak. Oh, that's... Food, use, +2 stamina, adds a new status. Status are usually negative, but let's use it anyways. Hunger. Okay. -1 charisma. They look tasty. Okay. Wonderful. Let's investigate the storage room. You shudder instantly, recognizing the room from a newspaper photo. 3 years ago a man hanged himself here. Why is a vigil held in a place like this? I think there was something you can do here. I don't know if you need an item though. Like, this is weird. Oh well. Check the wardrobe. You find a new item, meat cleaver. Oh, that's a strength item. Let's sell it. Okay, it's 11 PM. We have our modest supper. Okay. Let's explore dimension a little bit more. In the middle of a room, you see a man tied to a chair. You rush in to help. When you remove his gag, though, the man starts shouting curses and ancient prophecies. You fall on the floor, your mind flooded with unspeakable images as the man slowly stands up, completely ignoring the chair he was seemingly tied to. Cult member. 17 HP, 1 doom, increases my chance to hit him by 10. Okay. So this is combat. Depending on your weapon, you do more damage or less damage, and your speed is also depending on mainly your dexterity. So if you have a dexterity weapon, only your dexterity increases it. You can have 12 strength, doesn't matter. It's not a strength weapon, doesn't matter. We can attack without a weapon, in case we don't have one. We can attack with my weapon. Base chance to hit 60%. I think this is already reduced, so we have a 60% hit chance. We can do a strong attack, which costs us more time units, but also does more damage, though it costs more than 50% more time units and does only 1 damage more. But we can shoot at him if we have a firearm. We can prepare our attack, which makes our next attack guaranteed to hit. Or we can boost our attack, so if we do this like 4 times, we also have 100% attack. There sometimes you have like, it makes more sense to just boost your attack. Like we can boost the attack twice and then attack once, so we have more chances. It's a little bit of a gamble, of course, but you can just also say, okay, I want, okay, that takes 100, so I want only 3 of these. 3 of these, so I have a 90% attack chance, but I can attack twice. This for some reason doesn't work. You can't get to 200 stat. Oh, I don't know, it's weird. Doesn't matter. But we can do this, so we have definitely. This does 4 damage, 8, and if he hits us, it increases 2. Okay, so we can save our combat sequence. We can also check, like, okay, yeah, we can temporarily blind the enemy, which I think we did at the, yeah, disorienting the enemy. So we can, it's easier to hit. If you don't have a weapon yet, we can look for a weapon. It's usually you find like a stick or something, which isn't really good. If you have an ally, they can help us. Yeah, we can trade experience for hit. No. And this is like when we are almost dead, we can have like a second wind. Here we can meditate. We can trade stamina for reasoning. And I think there's also a way to do the opposite. Yeah, here we can we change reason for stamina. Okay, let's launch the sequence. Cult member shouts ancient curses. Let's check him again. Ah, more ancient curses. And he's dead. Wait, what's that? Pick it up. A curious statuette. +1 knowledge while held in inventory. Okay, not bad. It's 12 AM. According to the ritual, we have to pray over the body. Let's talk with him. Where's a cigar? We can go to the study. Oh. It seems that someone has already removed all the furniture from this room. The overgrown plant is casting an unsettling shadow. Let's go to the master bedroom. The body. It's missing. Okay. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? Let's investigate the mansion. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. You manage to find one of the guests. They are shaken, but otherwise safe. You both decide to get the hell out of this place, but the door is gone. Okay. Anything in the storage room? No. Anything here? No. Master bedroom is still empty. Okay. You feel watched. Retreat. You retreat from the room, -2 reason. Corridors twist and turn, trapping you in this mansion. You think you can hear the other guests somewhere, but you tripped your wit getting lost yourself. Oh. Kill them. Pretty sure there's something that you can do here. Feed the plant or cut the plant down. Cut it down. We caught a bloodthirsty plant. It was a good decision, right? -3% doom. And we got a level. Nice. Running shoes. I like fast swimmer. Fast offensive actions is always the best, and let's increase our dexterity. You can either increase your dexterity or you can get +4 stamina or reasoning, but fast offensive actions always the best. In my opinion. Everyone can play this game differently. Okay. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Oh, we got a curse. Panic. -10% chance to all combat actions. Oh, wonderful. Oh! Finally fused together. Havado and Miyako. Fill the oh god. Jesus Christ. 75% chance to hit. Okay. Twice attack. Twice attack. Twice. Normal attack, normal attack, normal attack. The pair thrashes around the room. As the vigil is nearing its end, the whole mansion shakes more and more, until the walls start to collapse, revealing the shocking truth about your whereabouts. Oh. Walls of the corridor collapse, revealing an ancient alien landscape. You can taste blood in your mouth as the slimy appendages slowly get closer. A voice in your head tells you what to do. Sacrifice the guest. Or we can explore the mansion more. Let's sacrifice the guest. The voices are telling me to sacrifice him. An unseen force leads your hands. You reach for a knife and stab a surprised guest. Conclude the ritual. Twice is paid! A voice booms in your head as everything gets dark. When you wake up, you find yourself lying on the wet grass. The old mansion nowhere to be seen. Standing next to you is a naked, bloated old man. You recognize a tattoo on the man's toe. It's your deceased granduncle. With a coarse voice, he explains the ritual. You try to keep up with him, but you're weak and your head spins. The death toll must remain the same. 2 die, and 2 survive. You feel like vomiting as the old man who has cheated death disappears behind trees. Everything gets dark. The man who you thought was your uncle has cheated death, making you an accessory to murders. You know police officers won't believe you when you tell them the truth, and do your best to forget the nightmares you left behind. Wishes version of a violent vigil ending C. Knowledge is key. Okay. The old god steers. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in unnatural green glow. Recent cost for outbursts increased by that's okay. What's it doing in here? Because there's a key. Okay. Let's take a bath. Increase our reasoning. Peer to the hole. Nobody there. And check out the next mystery. What do we have here? Wet coat. This or this. I think we take the Moonlight Sailors. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark, writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night, when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find the wild oozes in their nets, and one by one they are disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. You start your investigation, hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. Discard 2 item cards to complete this quest, okay? You usually don't do this because I don't have item cards I want to dispose. You can dispose the tiny keys, not that important, but... let's shop in the occult shop for items. Holy candle, cursed cartridge. Slot C. Sworn items deal extra damage. Cursed doll. Cost 1 to 2 stamina. Ritual rope. Additional magic slot. Okay. Let's buy the holy candle. Why not? Can never have enough holy candles. Investigate downtown. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone or something tore out his throat. Check his wounds for clues, escaping from... Let's steal his gun. He won't be needing it for sure, but you still feel bad about stealing from a corpse. Having a police revolver is not a bad thing to have. Although you brave the stench for hours, you glean nothing beside the fact the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. So our doom is only 30. When you go into shops and do optional things, that's here, your doom meter increases tremendously. So me going, I think, 3 times into a shop already increased it to 12. In 3 times into the shops. So yeah, you don't really have a lot of options there. Which is one of the reasons why I usually don't cast spells, because in order to get spells you have to research at the library. And yeah. I don't know. Not something I would say, yeah, that's great. Don't investigate downtown mansion hospital suffer its stress. Well, since we can't throw anything away, we have to deal with that. It's only 2% do more, that's fine. Walking through the park, you spot a girl standing in the bush. Getting closer and you suddenly realize she isn't standing in the bush. She's a part of it. Oh, hey! Stork-chan! Hey, how are you doing? Jesus Christ, it's creepy. So let's... 36. Let's attack her. 4, 8, 12. Stork-chan stabs you with a branch. That's not nice, Stork-chan. Wait, what's that? A branch. You found an item. Wow. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. Can you stop going to the places I wanna investigate, you fuck? Following a suspicious person, you enter an old rundown mansion room. It stinks like spoiled milk and has only 2 doors. One of which you came through. You can't see the strange man anywhere. Let's search the room. There's nothing really important here, but you think you might be able to use one item you find. Okay. Let's investigate the item storage. We got a branch and a broken bottle. Well, apparently we can put this in the storage, get a branch, discard the branch, get a broken bottle, and discard the broken bottle. You find a huge pile of nets and hooks prepared for the big hunt. You quickly throw them into the ocean. Maybe that will stop them from sailing out. Okay. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. That's sad. Investigation twice for doom. Let's investigate the seaside. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You lurk around hoping to spot one of them. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? Plus 4% doom, plus 2 reason. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies between caressing his catch. The beating movement in his arms disturb you. Ocean is hungry. You are stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me. But I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? We don't have that fast hands, but just talk them out of it. I think it's charisma. Our charisma is not the greatest, but hey, there's still a chance. Yeah, fair enough. Unable to convince the person, you close your eyes as you jump off the cliff. After a slow interrogation, the young man manages to stutter out something about an organized fishing trip. Okay. You walk on the beach when you notice a group of men disembarking from a boat. The fishermen have sunbaked and winter-dried skin, resembling more mummies You've seen a museum in humans. Hey you! What fisherman screams, waving us at us. Give us that hand, will you? They point at a giant red burlap sack in the wet back of the boat. Let's help them. Success! You nod and get closer. The burlap sack smells horrible, making you gag. You ask the man what's inside. Fish. Yeah, sure, there's fish inside. We can increase our perception. We can smaller doom here. Yeah, I think plus charisma is not bad. We are quite low on that, and we still increase our dexterity to be more efficient in combat. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. Investigate the beach. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only sounds are your wet breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean, under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. It's not the sailors. The black beings must have left their bodies. Shocked, you watch them sail their way out of the harbor. You are terrified at their power, but relieved that they did not drag their meat puppets with them. The black beings never returned, yet mothers would not let their children play on the beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Although some claim they see strange beings come into the port at night. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors ending A. I think that's what the ending we had already. Minus doom. Wonderful. The old god steers. Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around downtown area. The police are hopeless. Okay, dangerous bands are... Okay, that means that downtown is not safe anymore. Find a small key. Take a bath. Increase our reasoning. Wonderful. We're doing quite good. Even though we hunger. Let's do the Crimson Cape. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. What was originally a harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Guess a gossip about the current mystery. So this is a really random thing. Okay, we don't investigate the school, but we go to the schoolyard. And here we can learn gossip. Okay. When Akamanto asks which paper do you want, you must refuse anything. So that's the gossip we needed. Wonderful, thanks! It can also take you like 4 tries or 5 tries to get that. So, yay! One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses and he intends to complete the dangerous stare. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from under the door to the chemistry classrooms. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? This was going through. I got an injured broken bone. Perception check failure. You're too late to keep something from biting your ankle. It's not bleeding badly, but you worry about an infection if the black sludge gets into the wound. Oh, that's bad. Let's travel to the hospital and try to get this solved. Move the corridor, enter pharmacy, enter doctor's office. Let's get rid of the broken bone. 2 funds, that's fine. Discharge summary, just an experience. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay. You must investigate your part. You fuck! He hates me. Oh, I didn't read what's up. No, I didn't do anything. Progress, okay. Well, you walk through the crowded area. Yeah, perception set success. More experience for us. Wonderful. All of the missing girls are apparently members of the school swimming team. Maybe someone saw the kidnapper stalking them. Check out school's pool area would be a good idea. Oh, that's good. Because we have the tiny key, we can do something there. You're stopped by a girl you haven't seen in months. But how could you? She died in an accident. Oh, hi, stalker girl. Oh, 2 to all. So she increases doom, she decreases stamina and reasoning. I'm almost inclined to say let's run away because we have a hard time hitting her. Wait. How often can I attack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. How many strong attacks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, okay. 8 times with a 65% chance. Yeah, let's try this out. Wow, I hit twice. Turn 2 begins. Turn 3, and she heals, so. Oh, well, I can do 2. Wait, what's that? Occult diary. Put in storage. Use -3 doom. Okay, I'll take that. One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery when a victim of a brutal assault. The assault happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Don't investigate the hospital! Shut the fuck up, you bitch. Pharmacy. When the patient came home one morning covered in scars and babbling about aliens, the police had him committed. They are mumbling something quietly as you pass by. Talk to them. It's the paranoia. Don't we have? Oh, we have panic. Okay. Charisma check success. You immediately understand that the only difference between you and the crazy person is that you haven't been caught yet. You convince them to sneak out and join you on your quest. Yeah, sadly, Maria suddenly died. Yeah, that's sad. She stood out of the bed and just fell over and crushed her head open. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today and another body has supposedly been found. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Ugh. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp in horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white, half-eaten corpse. -2 reasoning. The principal has ordered school to be closed down for the investigation. Don't investigate downtown. The roads seem to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. Get lost. +2% doom. That's not getting good here. You spend hours trying to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up on the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes behind you. You break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there! Get over here! This door shouldn't be there. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Slowly, you enter the unknown. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness, until something pulls you towards the light. The temperature abruptly drops and you shudder in the icy cold. You find yourself in the middle of a snowy wasteland. A sudden gust flings you to your knees. You inhale deeply, feeling your chest tighten and ache. Your fingers and ears are already numb and freezing. You have to move. Let's move toward the pyramid. Got a badly bleeding and frostbite. The frozen guard corpses watch you silently as you cut yourself on the razor-sharp edges of the ice. Thanks. -2 strength and chance of losing 1 stamina. Oh god, we have to fix that. No, there's no turning back now. You step in the last stall and close the door behind you. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, the sound of rubber boots and an unknown liquid dripping on the tiles. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. The door slowly opens. A masked man dressing in a wet coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I don't want anything from you. It's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes the mask off as stalwarts wither and what, and reality starts to crumble. Akamanto, true form. Oh, Jesus Christ, 36 damage. That's a 60% hit chance. Can we run away? You can't run from this encounter. Okay, let's dodge. Because I really don't want to get hit by his sweep for all. And prep attack, prep attack. Nope. If you keep dodging, then we definitely have a chance. Okay, now we can just only 4 of them have to hit. 2, yes. Only 3 of them have to hit. Sorry, I can't count. No, 4. What's 4? When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall, thinking it was all a dream. You stand up, only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Arcamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horrors can be defeated. The old god steals. The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be from the radio mast failure. That's okay. I don't know what that does, to be quite honest. You're home. Take the key. Let's take a bath. Oh, we can also level up. Well, I've been leveled up quite a while ago, I think, with 160 XP. 4 close damage, +1 knowledge. +1 perception. We gain 1 stamina for all past event skill checks. That's not bad. Considering we have this bleeding wound that we can't get rid of, I think. Strength, dexterity. Yeah, let's take this. Yeah, so we can't get to town now to get healed. That's bad. Oh well, let's take a bath, increase our reasoning. And do the last mystery. Far out fable of a fear festival. Your aunt had sent you a letter inviting you for a curious sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree you need a break from all the stress. Can we click on this to get rid of this? Thank you. Inside the letter there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Explore the weird village. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. If I had remembered to buy the ropes, we could have done a special event here. Oh well. Someone is waiting for you? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. To progress this mystery, choose actions that will advance the clock. As you learn about the terrible secret of this village, more actions will unlock. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn. Giving you some time to explore, festival begins at evening. So we can check out the inn. It's a free action. Inn's room is dusty like it hasn't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. So we can investigate this here to trigger combat. Well, that's not. Onsen sounds good. Hot springs feels great. Finally you can wax for a bit and enjoy the warm water. Let's do the inn. Let's relax a little bit. Reasoning and stamina. That's why I did this the last, because yeah, let's explore the weird village a little bit. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. Sure. You got a spell. Among the nonsense stories the man told you, you've caught one thing that would be the truth. A weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything to get ready to go back to bed and suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? Who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Let's void. Ignore the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. Costs 3 reason. Yeah, let's forget the spell. 2 reasoning. Let's investigate the forest once. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. That's just the tent. Success! The sleeping bag has been torn to shreds. You find a wallet nearby. There's no ID card inside, but you are sure the absence of cash is the least of the missing owner's problems. Let's relax a little bit. We need to get our reasoning up. Investigate the forest again. Another curse! Are you fucking kidding me? Branded. Chance of wasting doom in each investigation. Wonderful. Today's goal. Going back to the inn, you overhear 2 masked villagers. They're talking about something. Awakening up at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. You decide to block entrance to your room with a nightstand. Festival's ending tomorrow and you can't be too careful. Let's rest again. Investigate the forest. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Cut it open. You cut a tree and quench your thirst with the dark red sap. Why would you do that? Oh yes, dark red saps. You are losing blood, -1 stamina. Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Is that blood? Where is everybody? Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to an outskirt of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest there's an answer waiting for you. I like how this forest resembles eyes and a face. 4 actions until sunrise. You start to recognize some of the paths and rocks you've seen earlier. So we can explore or we can just rest, but let's explore. In the forest you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog held by the hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Let's help it. Luck check success. You free the injured dog. Thankfully the animal follows you. Okay. Oh, this ally. Okay. Higher chance of finding items after combat. Woof. Let's talk with him. Dog looks at you as you pat its head. Okay. Thank you. Explore the forest. Oh! You follow the faint sound to a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. Tatoru! Hey! How are you doing? Oh, not doom increase. With an 85 chance to hit. Yeah, let's just cut him open with a steak knife. You defeated Tatoru. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from In's window, tied up to bring you to the cult leader. We know you would come. You hear a raspy voice, your aunt's voice, coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards the door behind him. Our master is waiting for a final blood sacrifice. Considering sometimes the text is a little bit clunky, this is made by a Polish dentist in paint. So yeah, so the English can be a little bit clunky, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Struggle. No. Oh Jesus Christ. Hello? With a loud bang, the ancient horror disappears and the high priest falls to the floor, grabbing their shoulder. The last thing you see before blacking out are the beams of flashlights and the hand of a police officer saving you from fall. Later that day, detectives interrogating you are confused when you tell them about the ritual, blood and eldritch being. Village is abandoned, with no trace of blood anywhere. You were the only one seeing the ancient horror. Ending game. While you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them, the people are safe. You board the old bus, wondering what would happen if you didn't stop the ritual in time. Okay. The old god steers, that doesn't matter. Something wrong with the tap water. It's black and oily and glistening, smelling like death. You hope it's just a temporary issue. Wonderful. Oh well. If you get this at the beginning, that can really ruin your run. That can really ruin your run. Take the key. So we can't take a bath anymore, I think. Oh no, only in between. Yeah, you're not going to wash yourself in that. Okay. So we did all the mysteries. Let us go. Stay in a level. Running shoes, quick thinking. I think we should increase our luck, that's good, and we can also increase our strength. There shouldn't be that many combats anymore. And we need some strength for what's to come. Okay. Let's go to the lighthouse. Enter the lighthouse. Open all the locks. And enter. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things. That whoever, or whatever, is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place. And that you should run as far as you can. You are afraid. There won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. You can rest a bit to increase reasoning, but we shouldn't. We should be fine. I think I had the... I think if you still have 17 doom left, that should be plenty for climbing the stairs. So we are in a good spot here. Let's climb the stairs. You're stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast, try reasoning with her. Not enough charisma. So this is just... You don't have, I think, 8 charisma, you fail this. So that's why you should usually spread your stats on a little bit. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her body. Okay. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Okay. Not enough knowledge. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. I think you need 8 knowledge or so. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo. Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch at water, but to power the gate you will need to disconnect a faulty plug. Disconnected. Strength check failure. Not enough strength. You're surprised how much effort it takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Okay, so this is something I was kinda waiting. There are some combats here, sometimes, but there's also these things, and I really like these things. Following the winding staircase, you're stopped. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment. Stole all clues and newspaper clippings and pinned them here. The more you study them, you discover you can't remember any of them. Except one. Select the title of a mystery investigated as the second one. I think we did the vicious verses of a violent vigil second. Yeah, we did the arms first. We did the Crimson Cape last. I'm unsure about, I think the violent... Correct answer, yeah, okay. You rip the newspaper clipping of a case you seem to remember. Underneath it is a tiny button. You press it in. With a buzz, the gate opens. Continue climbing. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. If there's a switch inside, you will have to risk getting cut by the numerous glass shards and knife. You should have enough dexterity. Dexterity check success, thank God. You've managed to locate the door switch while avoiding knife and glass shards. And that's it. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Nope, we still have 23 doom left. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts, you are relieved and collapse on the floor. So, even though I kinda started out with 25 doom after 2 turns, we still managed it. And we had the god that randomly increases your doom chance when you investigate certain things. We did all of the side quests that require investigating. And we also had some events that increases our doom. So if you kinda know what you are doing, you have a pretty good chance of not dying to doom. I think, with the exception of me actually forcing it, I had very few ones that ended because of the doom penalty. I think I even managed one at 99% doom. Combat is the most important thing, because combat can really kill you fast. So that's why I prefer a combat heavy character like her, because Dex increases the amount, I think the speed you attack and your hit chance, and strength weapons only increase your damage. I have to investigate this a little bit more, but yeah. We did it. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual, awakening the eldritch old god. But what's done is done. You will steer in its slumber again and again until the stars are white again. Congratulations, you're safe. For now. Congratulations, you survived. Level 5, difficulty level counted. Steak knife, camera, old ghost, chosen timeline A, you pray to lasted. Wow. Near this one, you managed to solve 5 mysteries plaguing this town, you saw 27 new events, you encountered 8 new items, you didn't unlock any achievements. Okay, that was a one of World of Horror. Let me show you enemy bestiary. So that's all we... there's still a lot of question marks there. Huh. Wonder... Events Codex. 69%. We're also missing some there. Achievements. So this is all the achievements I got so far. There's only a few left, and purified Q curse places. A lot of them are about random encounters. Backstabber follower. This is buggy. I think you can't kill team members so far. Discard 3 books in one playthrough. Complete a game. Yeah. The first character, third, fourth, fifth character. Yeah, I only managed with the second character so far. Oh, I also survived as a student survivor, okay, with the sixth character. Apparently she's also dexterity based. Defeat an outer entity, solve the blue gem riddle, meet and defeat something evil, find the missing girl, yeah. Track this achievement. Okay, I can track achievements. Anyways, I will upload this, and like I said, I will see that I will try to upload 2 videos per week. It doesn't have to be only World of Horror. Maybe I do a slow one of Darkest Dungeon or something like that, but just to produce some videos again to entertain you guys, and I also had fun. I mean, this was not like where I'm sitting here like, oh, I had to do this. I slept most of the day today, and Senator wasn't streaming, so I was like, yeah, why not? I'm awake, I feel like doing something, and yeah, I did it. I thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see each other soon, so take care and hit the like button.